What if your entire financial reality is just a memory, a shadow cast by a past assumption? And what if you could select a completely new reality right now? You have been taught to chase, to struggle, to earn, but that is the long, hard road of the sleeping man. The secret is not in the doing, it is in the being. There is a power within you, the I Am, that does not build worlds. It selects them, and it listens only to your inner state, your deepest feeling. Stay with me now, because by the end of our time together, you will not simply learn a technique, you will experience a revelation. You will stop trying to become a millionaire, and you will awaken to the profound and shakable truth that you already are one. And once you feel that, your world will have no choice but to change. Forget everything you have been told about creating wealth. Forget the struggle, the plans, the relentless effort. This is not a journey of accumulation. It is not a prize to be won at the end of a long and arduous race. No, this is a journey of remembrance, a revelation. The 12 days we will speak of are not a timeline for you to build a fortune, but a sacred window for you to awaken to the fortune that already exists, fully formed within your own wonderful human imagination. The world has taught you to look outside, to chase, to earn, but the greatest secret, the one they never tell you, is that all states exist now. The state of poverty, the state of mediocrity, and the state of infinite wealth. They are all finished rooms in the mansion of your consciousness. You are not creating anything new. You are simply selecting where you will live, and for these 12 days you will choose to live in the room of the millionaire. You will feel its walls, breathe its air, and know its sublime comfort as your own. This is the central mystery. You do not become a millionaire. Oh no, you simply awaken to the reality that you already are one. The man or woman you believe yourself to be right now, with all their limitations and financial concerns, is merely a state of consciousness you have occupied. It is a garment you have worn for so long you have forgotten it is just a garment. But your true self, the I Am within you, is formless. It is pure awareness, and it is not bound by any past assumption. The 12 days are a period of embodiment, a time dedicated to the profound inner acceptance of this new reality. You are not trying to convince the outer world, you are convincing yourself. You are shedding the old skin of lack. The proof does not come first. The inner knowing, the unshakable assumption, that is what comes first. The world has no choice but to follow the blueprint you impress upon it from within. It is law, it is impersonal, and it always works. Now, go deeper. The consciousness of wealth has a specific tone, it has a texture, it is a feeling that permeates your entire being. When you truly feel and believe you are wealthy, your very vibration changes. Notice your breathing. The man of lack breathes shallowly, anxiously. The man of abundance breathes deeply, calmly. He knows there is nothing to fear. Notice your posture. Lack stoops, carrying the weight of the world. Abundance stands tall, relaxed, assured. This is not acting. It is the natural byproduct of a changed inner state. This feeling, this inner conviction, is the true operant power. It is the secret, the feeling of the wish fulfilled. Before a single dollar appears, you must carry the feeling of $1 million in your pocket. You must walk with the quiet confidence, the inner calm, the subtle generosity of spirit that comes from knowing, I am secure, I am provided for. This shift is everything. You must move from the mindset of becoming to the state of being. As long as you are trying to become, you are loudly declaring to the universe that you are not it. You are confessing that you are still the man of lack, hoping to be the man of wealth. And the law, the faithful servant, can only bring you more of what you are conscious of being. It must reflect your trying and hoping back to you as more circumstances where you must try and hope. But the moment you drop the effort, the moment you simply assume the state of the wish fulfilled, everything changes. You are no longer chasing it, you are radiating it. The outer world, this world of shadows, is merely a mirror. It has no will of its own. It is a delayed reflection of your dominant inner state. To change the reflection, you must not fight with the mirror. You must change the self that is casting the reflection. So, let's be perfectly clear. The journey of these 12 days is not about doing anything in the external world. It is a period of radical inner stillness and assumption. It is a Sabbath, a rest. You are to rest in the feeling, in the absolute knowing, that you are already the person you desire to be. You are already that millionaire. This principle is the foundation upon which everything else is built. It is the core from which all miracles spring. Your task is not to make it happen, but to let it happen by accepting that it has already happened within. This is the great paradox and the great freedom. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of them through your state of consciousness. But knowing this is only the first step to wield this power, to make it a consistent and life-altering force that requires you to understand how the inner world truly operates. Here is where the true power is revealed. Your outer world, every person, every circumstance, every condition of your life, is nothing more than your consciousness pushed out and made visible. It is a mirror. It is a perfect, flawless reflection of your inner state. If you feel poor, if you are conscious of being poor, the world must show you evidence of poverty. It will send you bills you cannot pay and opportunities that pass you by. not to punish you, but to faithfully reflect the image you hold of yourself within. To fight with these circumstances is to argue with your own reflection in a mirror. It is madness. You will never win. The change must not happen there. It must happen within you. The moment you successfully change your inner state, the moment you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the mirror of the world has no choice. It must change. Wealth does not appear because you chased it. Wealth appears because it is the only possible reflection of your new consciousness. You must understand this. This law is beautifully, terrifyingly impersonal. It does not care for your history. It does not judge your worthiness. It doesn't ask if you deserve to be a millionaire. Oh, that is a human concept, born of limitation and doubt. The law, the operant power of your own imagination, only asks one question. What are you conscious of being? That is all. It is a faithful servant, not a judgmental God. It will bring you wealth or poverty with equal indifference, based solely on the state you assume. You can be a saint and be poor if you are conscious of being poor. You can be a sinner and be rich if you are conscious of being rich. Drop the idea of worthiness. It is a trap. Your only creative act is to choose the state you wish to occupy, and to feel it until it becomes your nature. To be a millionaire, you must be conscious of being one, without contradiction, without doubt, without trying. And what does it mean, to be conscious of something without contradiction? It means you are not trying to feel it. You are not hoping for it. You are simply being it. Trying is an admission of failure. Hoping is a confession of lack. The state of the wish fulfilled is a state of rest. It is a quiet, settled knowing. Think of it. After you have achieved a great desire, do you frantically think about it? No, you rest in the satisfaction of it. You feel the calm, the relief, the quiet joy. That is the feeling you must capture now. You must reach the point where the idea of being a millionaire feels normal, natural. It is not an exciting, far-off dream. It is your present reality, your dwelling place. This assumption, persisted and hardens into fact. The world may scream denial, but your quiet inner assumption, your secret knowing, is the true reality that is birthing itself into your world. This is why the 12 days are a window for you to rest in the state of your wish fulfilled. You are not looking at your desire from a distance. You are living from your desire. You enter the scene. You don't just imagine a mansion. You walk through its rooms, feel the cool marble under your feet, and look out its windows at your view. You don't just imagine a bank statement. You feel the profound peace and freedom that comes with seeing that number attached to your name. You live it internally. In your quiet moments, during the day and just before sleep, you must lavishly rehearse the feeling of your new life. Feel the freedom. Feel the generosity. Feel the security. You are not an actor playing a part. You are the part. You are living from the end, from the reality of your fulfilled wish. This inner rehearsal, done with feeling, is the only action required. The outer world is always reflecting the inner state. The law is impersonal. It only reflects what you are conscious of being. Therefore, your entire mission for these 12 days is to inhabit and live from the end, from the state of your wish fulfilled. You must make this inner state of wealth your new home, your most natural dwelling place. Do not visit it like a tourist, live in it like a king. You must become so saturated with the feeling of abundance that there is no room left for doubt. But how, you ask? How do you maintain this state when your senses deny it? How do you ignore the shadows of your past beliefs? This brings us to the practical application of the law. This is how you will walk through the next 12 days, not as someone who wants to be a millionaire, but as someone who simply is one. Okay, here is the third block. Focusing on the topic, practical application for the 12 days, let us now turn from principle to practice. The instruction is simple, but your commitment to it must be absolute. For the next 12 days, starting now, you are a millionaire. This is not a game of let's pretend. It is a command you give to your subconscious mind. It is an assumption you will live from every waking moment. When you wake up, your first thought will be one of relief and security. When you interact with the world, you will do so from a place of inner abundance. It does not matter what your bank account says. It does not matter what bills arrive. These things are not real. They are ghosts. They are the shadows of a past belief system, the dead residue of the old man you are now burying. Your job is not to react to these shadows. Your job is to ignore them completely by giving your full attention, your full feeling, to the new reality within you. You are a millionaire, period. Live from that truth. You must see your current reality for what it is, an echo. It is a world that is already gone, a solidified past. To react to it, to feel anxiety or fear because of it, is to resurrect a corpse. You are giving life to the very thing you wish to leave behind. Imagine your consciousness is a projector, and the world is the screen. The film running through the projector is your assumption, your inner state. The images on the screen are the conditions of your life. For years, you have been running the film of lack or not enough, and the screen has faithfully shown it. Now, you have changed the film. You have put in the film titled I am wealthy. But for a moment, the old light still lingers on the screen. Do not be fooled by it. Do not try to paint over the old images on the screen. Keep your attention firmly on the new film within, and the screen must clear and project the new reality. This is the law. So, your practical work is this: inner rehearsal. In your quiet moments, and you must create them, you will rehearse the feeling of wealth. Not just the word, but the feeling. Close your eyes, still your body, and ask yourself this profound question: how would I feel if my every financial desire was now fulfilled? Don't answer with words, answer with feeling. Let the sensation of absolute freedom wash over you. Feel the release in your chest. Feel the calm in your gut. Feel the generosity that flows from you because you have more than enough. Let this feeling of abundance saturate your entire being until it is the only reality you know. Do this not once, but many times a day. Let this feeling become your natural perfume. This is not escapism. This is creation. You are impressing your subconscious mind with the one and only truth you now accept. Now, be prepared. The old man will not die silently. Doubt will arise. Your senses will scream that this is a lie. You will look at your wallet and hear a whisper of fear. This is the test. And here is how you pass it. You do not fight. To fight the doubt is to give it reality. To argue with it is to become conscious of it. Instead, you must be gentle. When the thought of lack appears, acknowledge it without emotion, as you would a cloud passing in the sky. Then, gently, lovingly, return to your state. Return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. Your assumption of wealth must become your home. It must be the place you dwell. If you wander off into the woods of doubt, you simply turn around and walk back home. This gentle, persistent return to the state of I am wealthy is the only discipline you need. Consistency is key. Your assumption must become a permanent dwelling place, not a fleeting vacation spot. This is your work for the 12 days. Embody the millionaire in your every thought and feeling. Ignore the contradictory evidence of the senses, knowing they are merely shadows of the past. In your quiet moments, rehearse the feeling of wealth until it becomes your dominant mood. And when doubt arises, do not resist it, but gently return to the home of your assumption. This sustained act of inhabiting your new reality is the most potent prayer you can ever offer. It is an act of supreme faith in the unseen. As you maintain this inner posture, the journey will begin to unfold in a divine sequence. There is a rhythm to this process, a progression of consciousness that you will begin to notice. Let us now look at how these 12 days will likely unfold, not as a rigid schedule, but as a general guide to the beautiful journey inward. Okay, here is the fourth block, which provides a guide for the journey's progression. This journey has a rhythm, a sacred unfolding. On day 1, you make the declaration. This is the great initiation. In the quiet temple of your own mind, you declare, with feeling and finality, I am wealthy, I am abundant, it is done. This is not a request you make to an outer God. It is a law you are enacting within yourself. You do not shout it from the rooftops. It is a deep, silent, powerful assumption. You feel the truth of it. You accept it without reservation. Today, you cease all prayer for wealth because you cannot pray for what you already have. You simply give thanks for the reality of your state. You have chosen your new home, and you have turned the key in the lock. The old man of lack is now behind a closed door. Do not look back. On days 2 and 3, your focus is on feeling and shifting. You have planted the seed. Now you must water it with feeling. You will find that the initial excitement of the declaration gives way to a deeper, calmer sensation. The frantic energy of wanting begins to dissolve, replaced by the quiet confidence of having. You may notice your breathing is deeper. You may find yourself feeling more generous, less reactive to the small annoyances of the day. This is the first sign that your assumption is taking root. You are not looking for outer signs yet. You are falling in love with the inner feeling. You are cultivating the mood of the wish fulfilled until it becomes your natural state of being. You are becoming calmer, more assured, because you know a profound secret. You know it is already done. Then come days 4 through 7. This is the great test. Be prepared. The world, reflecting your old assumptions, will now present you with its most convincing arguments. A large bill may arrive. An expected payment may be delayed. Your senses will scream, "See, it is not working." This is the fire that forges your new consciousness. Your task is to remain unmoved. You must laugh at these shadows, knowing they are unreal. You must turn your attention away from them and back to your inner truth. I am wealthy. As you hold fast, something miraculous happens. Your inner vision sharpens. Your confidence blooms not from evidence, but from faith. You will start to notice small synchronicities, uncanny coincidences that seem to nudge you forward. These are the first stirrings of the outer world, beginning its inevitable shift to conform to your new state. During days 8 to 10, you may experience a wobble. The old state may seem to reassert itself with a moment of strong doubt. Do not be alarmed. It is the death rattle of the old man. Do not fight him. Simply acknowledge the feeling and gently, firmly return to your truth. That is the old story. My new story is this. I am wealthy. During this phase, you may find yourself beginning to speak and act differently. You will speak from a place of security. You will make decisions as a millionaire. You will also begin to receive signs, little gifts from the world. A friend insists on paying for your dinner. You find money on the street, an unexpected opportunity appears. These are not the full manifestation, but they are the promise. They are the bridge of incidents taking form. They are the world nodding, in agreement with your assumption. Finally, you arrive at days 11 and 12. Here, the feeling of naturalness descends. The effort of holding the assumption begins to fade away, because it is no longer an assumption. It is who you are. The thought of being a millionaire no longer brings a jolt of excitement, but a simple, peaceful feeling of course. It feels normal. It feels yours. And because of this inner naturalness, the external world now begins to conform in more significant ways. The phone call you were waiting for comes. The contract is signed. The money appears. The manifestation occurs not as a shocking miracle, but as a perfectly natural unfolding of events. By day 12, you are not the person who achieved wealth. You are simply the wealthy person you decided to be. But the journey does not end here. The final act is the most important. You must learn how to live in this new reality permanently. Okay, here is the final block of the main lecture on the topic, beyond the 12 days, maintaining the new reality. The 12 days are over. The world has begun to conform to your assumption. You have tasted the fruit of the promised land. Now comes the final, most crucial instruction. You must never go back. You have buried the old man of worry and doubt. Leave him in his tomb. Do not visit his grave. Any thought that entertains lack, any fear that denies your abundance, is a temptation to return to the poverty you have transcended. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot be the wealthy man you now are and simultaneously hold on to the consciousness of the poor man you once were. You must be ruthless in your mental diet. The new identity is your only identity. You have been reborn into the state of wealth, and this state is now your permanent home. To look back, to even consider the possibility of returning to the old state, is to deny the law and to deny your own power. You are a new creature. Live like it. Understand this deeply. Wealth is attracted to identity, not to effort. The universe is not rewarding you for your struggle. It is reflecting who you have become. All the effort you exerted in your old life was a declaration of lack. You were trying to get something which only reinforced the fact that you did not have it. Now, you rest. You simply are. Your new identity as a secure, abundant, and wealthy individual is a magnetic force. It draws to itself everything that belongs to it. Opportunities, ideas, and money will now flow to you, not because you are chasing them, but because they are in harmony with who you are. Your only work now is to remain faithful to this new identity. Cease all effort and simply be. By becoming the millionaire in consciousness, the outer world has no choice but to shower you with the symbols of that reality. And that is what money is: a symbol, a byproduct. You were never truly seeking dollars and cents. You were seeking the state that money represents: freedom, security, ease, the ability to live graciously. Now that you have found and embodied the state, the symbols must follow, like a shadow follows a man. Do not make the mistake of worshipping the shadow. Remain in love with the reality, which is your own consciousness. If you can maintain the state of wealth within you, the money and possessions will take care of themselves. They will flow freely and abundantly because they are the natural consequence of your alignment. See money not as the goal, but as evidence of your inner alignment. It is a servant that comes when you call its master, and its master is the feeling of I am. The ultimate power lies in resting in the knowing. This is the Sabbath. Once you have successfully assumed your new state, you relax. You do not anxiously look for evidence every hour of every day, that is digging up the seed to see if it has sprouted, which only kills the growth. You must have an unshakable faith in the unseen reality. You walk in the calm assurance that what you have assumed is true, regardless of what the lingering shadows of the past may show. This inner stillness, this refusal to be moved or to react to the old world, is what makes you unshakable. You know it is done. You are not hoping, you are waiting in blissful expectation for the inevitable birth of that which you have already conceived. This quiet confidence is the most powerful force in the universe. So you see, this is not a trick you perform for 12 days. It is a new way of living you adopt for eternity. The operant power was always yours. Your own wonderful human imagination is the creative force of God. You are not a puppet of fate. You are the power that selects which reality you will experience. You are not manifesting. You are simply revealing what already is. You are not creating, you are accepting. From this moment on, you are no longer the observer of your life. You are its sole author, choosing your state of consciousness in every moment. The question is never, can I have it? The only question is, what am I, right now, conscious of being? For that, and only that, is what you shall experience. You are not the old version of you anymore. The shift has already happened within. You are not manifesting a new reality. You are simply allowing the one you have chosen to appear. What you feel now, what you assume to be true, is the only reality. So, I ask you, what are you conscious of being right now? What state have you decided to make your home? Let me know in the comments below. Declare the truth of who you are now. If this message awakens something deep within you, subscribe to this channel and turn on all notifications, because this journey is just beginning. And do not stop here. The key is now in your hand. The next video will show you how to open the door, click it on your screen now and step into your new world.